a language is essentially the agreement of a group of people to use sounds and a combination of sounds and symbols to represent things and ideas in order that we should communicate. Remember, a human being is the pinnacle of all of creation. We are the only people that have understanding and perception of our own existence and ideas and feelings and thoughts. And the way we communicate them to another person is through speech. It's revealed through speech, through language. And of course, this is how people communicate. This is how countries communicate. Just look at two countries that don't speak the same language. That's exactly what happened in the Tower of Babel. Give me a hammer and you got a punch. You can't get along that way. You need a common language to be able to communicate. So that's what God gave us through the beautiful gift of speech. That's why man is called a speaker, a speaking person, a medaber. So the regular languages, for example, you have a book. Right? Here's a nice book. This happens to be a siddur, but for now we're going to just really acknowledge it as a book. Everybody got that over there? Book. So when we talk in English, we'll pick English. So take a book. When you say in English, book, so we know you mean this, which is a collection of thoughts and ideas written down, get binded in a unit, a book. There's no correlation between the word book, B-O-O-K, and what I'm holding. It's just, that's the symbols and sounds through the language and letters of English to tell me that this is a book. Same thing with many other different things. For example, Adam in Hebrew, well, we're still in English. Man, M-A-N, man. That means, hopefully us, if we behave. So there's no correlation though between the word M-A-N, man, and a man. This is not the case with Hebrew, Lashon HaKodesh. In Lashon HaKodesh, the word sefer, samech, pei, resh, are the letters and word itself from conception, that God created these letters and He gave them their shape and their combination into the word sefer, which brings the concept of sefer into the world and really allows that sefer could exist. The 22 letters of creation, where all of what we see in the world comes to being, was created through God's divine speech. God spoke, and the world came into being. And God spoke in Lashon HaKodesh using these 22 letters of creation, which brought everything into existence in the 10 commandments, the 10 utterances in the beginning of creation. So it's exactly God's divine speech that makes everything exist, and these are those 22 letters. So the same 22 letters, they are the building blocks, the DNA, so to speak, of all of existence. So when a person uses these 22 letters, for example, Samach Pei Resh, and says the word Sefer, so that word that he pronounces, Sefer, even if it's not literally in the 10 utterances, but through different gateways and connections, permutations, numerical values, all of the Hebrew words in Lashon HaKodesh are all connected to these original 10 utterances. So the word Sefer, Samach Pei Resh, gets its vitality from the original speech of God, and therefore it becomes the language of creation, and there's an intrinsic connection between the word Sefer and book. For example, look at the wonders of Hebrew. The word book, Sefer, is also the same 3 root letters for the word story, Sipor, which a book tells a story. Now, Sefer, Sipor, and there's now also the letters Samach Pei Resh tell me about the word mispar, number. Why so? Because every word in Hebrew has a numerical value, which it's like formula, which connects it to its sources and connects different words that have the same numerical value with one another. Now, take also Adam. Adam is the name that God gave man. Now, in the words Adam, Alef, Daled, Mem, so there's deep mystical reasons and connections behind it. The word Adam, when it says that God's name is called upon us, so the word Adam has within it a hint to one of God's names, because the numerical value of Adam is 45, and so too one of God's names, when it's spelled out in a particular way, equals 45. And this could be the deeper meaning behind this expression that we say on the holidays. We say that Shimcha HaGadol VaKadosh, your great and holy name, is called on us. Why? Because when you say Adam, you also within that is in this cryptid way the name of Hashem. Anyway, that's a little bit to appreciate and understand about the holy tongue.